Hi all, it's Rach from Spiritual and Angelic Guidance. I'm here to do a reading for Aquarius. Now this will be for the 21st to the 27th of February 2022. If you've seen my readings before, welcome back. Thanks for the support. If you haven't, welcome to my channel. I hope it resonates. If it does, please don't forget to share, like and subscribe. Don't forget, it is a general reading. It is not going to suit every single person out there. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Also, time can be fluid, energy can be vice versa, so keep that in mind. That was like the worst shuffle ever. One more shuffle to make up for that one. My wrists get a bit sore. I broke both of them years ago, and ever since then, oh, I struggle to shuffle all day. Okay, let's do okay, Aquarius. So tell me about Aquarius for the 21st to the 27th. Aquarius. Wrist. It's funny that all the cards are coming out in reverse, but like they're upright if you look at them, so you know. Okay, I really need to stick that card down. It's ripping more and more my card. Give me 1 second. Okay. On the bottom, you have the Nine of Pentacles. So this talks about, you know, being self-sufficient, being independent, having the financial material comforts, you know, financial gain, all those things. Okay. Let me just have a look at the table for a second and then we'll start. Okay, so the first one you've got, goodness gracious, first one you've got is the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Now, I feel like this is about you either needing to learn because, you know, from past experience you needed to learn. But for most of you, I feel like it's more about needing to do something to make money. So, you know, I feel like maybe you don't have any ambition, or, you know, you don't have the determination or the skill, or you need to do some training or something. You need to make progress. You know, you've got to have drive, and I feel like that's not happening. But for the people like that I said, I feel like whatever you've been going through, it's a spiritual lesson. I feel like, you know, with the page, it's like there's been conflict, there's been confusion, you know, maybe you've got some self-limiting beliefs. I'm so sorry about the music, I don't know who that is. But yeah, I just feel like you've had to learn, and which is what I said, I feel like this could be about learning, and you really, you know, needed to withdraw with the Hermit. Now this could be a Virgo. All of the, it can mean any, really, any sign. They're all here. But yeah, I feel like, you know, you could have felt very lonely. You could have felt like, yeah, I just feel like you really needed to kind of spend some time by yourself. Do some self-discovery, you know. yeah, I don't feel like you wanted to be alone, but I feel like you need to be alone. Can you tell me more about that? And what are you widening your knowledge about? It's funny, right? Because I fixed this card and I didn't actually pay attention as to whether it was upright or not. If it was in reverse, because, I mean, I'd have to rewatch the video. But if it was in reverse, you know, this talks about self-worth and, you know, you needing to work on your finances as well. And, you know, here it is in reverse. So this card may have been in reverse. So if it was, you watched the video. I'm really sorry. I should have looked at that. But regardless, either way, you need to focus on your finances and your self-worth, regardless of anything. And I feel like that's what part of the spiritual lesson is, because I feel like, you know, that maybe you wouldn't have gone through this if you had some self-worth, or if you had your own money. You could be being manipulated, or once again, you got no plans. This comes up a lot, I feel, with readings. And what are you manifesting? Are you manifesting what you want or what you don't want? If you're accepting something that's less than, then you're probably telling the universe that's okay, and it will continue to give you more of that. Maybe you also have some talents that you could use to make some money. Yeah, manifesting. Making a change, you know, like taking action. As I said, maybe there's something you can do to start making some money. It's all about choices. You've got to move on and leave the past behind. And as I said, make some financial material changes. You know, stop playing the victim. You could have felt like you were left in the cold, but you need to make those changes. And do some self-healing with the Death card in reverse. Now that can also be a Scorpio. Okay, so the World. You feel like you need some sort of closure, but I feel like, you know, part of the spiritual lesson, and I feel like it's all really part of the spiritual lesson and you learning, is, you know, you feel like you need closure. You don't, but you feel like you do. This person may want to reconcile, even though it's toxic as shit. It's like in reverse, they want to reconcile. Maybe they want to make amends, you know, or you're feeling defeated, you've had this loss, and maybe you want to reconcile, but whatever this is, it's like you still feel like you need some sort of closure. And I feel like you're disappointed with whatever they did, but you're also forgiving, and, you know, you think back about the past though, but you're more like friends, and maybe you have kids together, maybe, you know, maybe you are friends before, you know, a couple. And maybe part of the spiritual lesson is recognizing that you need to walk away. As I said, it comes back to your self-worth. What are you willing to accept? You know? Tell me about that first. This could affect your everyday things, food, safety, shelter, money, you know, anything. But I feel like the Tower will step in, and the Tower happens when something needs to make a change, and there'll be a sudden unwanted change. It can be something like a revelation or an awakening, or it could be a big upheaval. It's sort of, you know, I guess it depends. Now you've got spiritual strength. Like, you need to put up your boundaries. You need to, you might feel like you're worn out and beaten down, but you need to make a stand. You need to be resilient, you have courage, persistence, strength, but put up your boundaries most of all. And do some self-healing. Okay, now, I know you are not learning yet, and also you're feeling like you need personal closure, but, I feel like you need to move on and leave the past behind, because what you want is a happy home. You want to have, joy and harmony and relaxation. You don't want to have, conflict and, all the negative emotions. So I feel like, you want peace and contentment in your life. So you really need to put the past in the past. And it doesn't mean you have to leave them, but it just means, it's up to you what you choose to do. But it just means you really need to just let it go. Because you can't keep harboring on to those feelings and holding on to them, because it would just, obviously won't make you feel happier. Now, part of your spiritual lesson, as I said, is to learn. And, with this past resentment, them wanting to possibly make amends, you possibly wanting to reconcile with someone that, as I said, has done you wrong somehow. It's like, I feel like I just feel like if you had your own money, like if you maybe look at doing some study or something, because I just feel like if you had your own money, would you have stayed there? So maybe you need to look at studying. Maybe you need to work on whatever you're manifesting, like I said. But I wonder whether you would have stayed there if you had your own money. Because I feel like, I know you don't want to be by yourself. And you see this person, like as your friend, and, I feel like you're forgiving and you're disappointed, but, you're forgiving. This person was like a devil energy. They either had an addiction or an unhealthy habit. It also can be that you feeling, as I said, feeling trapped. And is that due to your lack of finances? Or is it because you've got kids and you feel like you need to stay there? Can you tell me more about that? I mean, it's going to take courage. Could be a Leo. You might doubt yourself. You might be full of emotion, low energy. But yeah, it's going to take strength for you to get through this. Yeah, I just feel like you don't really have a plan, to be honest. Oops. Probably should have paused the video. Yeah, look, you got the Hermit, a Virgo again. Like, you really needed to withdraw, but I feel like, you didn't want to do that. I feel like you have long-term security with this person, and that's why you're resisting the change. You feel like there's this firm foundation. Even with whatever they did wrong, there's still this firm foundation. But that's because probably you doubt yourself. As I said, you need to do some self-healing. All right, that's what I have for you, Aquarius. I hope that resonates. If it does, please don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. And I'll catch you with the next read. Thanks for watching. Bye.